In a Fox News exclusive interview Friday, lawyer Norm Pattis said client Fotis Dulos is emotionally tired, distraught over the exhausting ordeal and disappearance of his ex-wife Jennifer Dulos. Norm Pattis says Jennifer was deeply troubled and had a troubled past, describing her as a writer who wrote a manuscript similar to Gone Girl. The defense attorney says his client received a $14,000 medical bill in April for blood work Jennifer had completed, although he doesn't know what the testing is for or what ailment his ex-wife may have been suffering from. I think she had a serious health issue, Pattis said. Jennifer Dulos was reported missing on May 24th and was last seen driving a black Chevy Suburban as she dropped off her children at their private school in New Canaan. The couple were in the midst of a bitter custody battle over their 5 children. Pattis said Jennifer seemed intent on moving the children to New York City, where her mother lives, against the joint custody agreement. Court documents paint a different tale, one where Jennifer was terrified for her and her family's safety. She alleged that her husband, a custom home builder who was born and raised in Greece but went to college at Brown University in the U.S., has a history of controlling, volatile, and delusional behavior. In the past, my husband has made references to disappearing to a ski resort where everyone wears masks every day and are indistinguishable from one another, Jennifer Dulos claimed in court filings. Still, Norm Pattis alleges that in the days leading up to her disappearance, Jennifer may have been the one trying to create a center of gravity in New York to relocate the children, to even identifying potential doctors and dentists for her kids. She was not settled happily in New Canaan, intending to live there happily ever after, Pattis said. Fotis Dulos and his gal pal Michelle Troconis pleaded not guilty to charges of evidence tampering and hindering prosecution last week. Fotis Dulos' DNA was found mixed in with his wife's blood on a kitchen faucet in her New Canaan home, where she lived with her 5 children after the couple split, according to State's Attorney Richard Colangelo. Police say the house also had evidence of blood spatter and cleanup attempts, according to the arrest report. There is such a thing as transferred DNA, and I think that's what we're looking at here, Norm Pattis said, relaying that Fotis Dulos had been at Jennifer's house 2 days prior to her disappearance for dinner, and the speck of blood found on the faucet could have come from that encounter. Pattis says he remains skeptical of the state's evidence against his client, which also includes surveillance footage of a man resembling Fotis and his gal pal making 30 stops in a vehicle and dumping clothing, sponges, and other items which have tested positive for the missing mom's DNA at least 2 of those stops. Norm Pattis has not seen the state security footage, but said he finds it puzzling that the high-resolution cameras are able to spot traces of blood on the bags being disposed, but were unable to positively identify Fotis or his truck, which authorities have said matched the make and model despite a license plate number not being visible on camera. I have reason to doubt that that is reliable, Pattis said of the surveillance footage. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, leave me your thoughts and opinions below in the comment section. I love hearing y'all's opinions about these cases. So it looks like Mr. Norm Pattis is trying to spin it and act like that Jennifer's disappearance is her own fault, that she had written a manuscript like Gone Girl. Basically, he's insinuating that Jennifer was unstable and maybe is responsible for her own disappearance. Norm Pattis is kind of shady. I think that's so wrong of him to say that. Jennifer's family put out a statement, and they are so heartbroken and distraught over her disappearance.